Yes, Etsy family. I hope you guys are well. You mad? Yes, you mad Etsy people. Listen to me. There are so many dead or dying stores out there that actually people are not even using. People have given up, people have stopped because they have done it the wrong way and they don't know what to do. So many people on Etsy, they don't know what to do. They have no direction. They've given up. They think that they're not going to be able to sell. They're not selling. They don't know how to sell. They don't know what to do. It's literally like that. Most people don't know exactly what it is they're doing, and they don't have a plan. They don't have a strategy. And this is one of the biggest issues with regards to selling on Etsy. They think that they're going to make money in a day or two, and that's not the reality. The reality is it is a fantastically profitable business, but it needs work, it needs strategy, it needs time. Guys, and as usual, if you love Etsy products, you love creating, searching, listing, all of that mad stuff, then please hit the like, subscribe, smash that notification bell. Get more of my videos in your feed, man. Listen, truth time, right? Truth time. It is going to take you some real good knowledge. You need to actually know what you're doing to sell on Etsy. You can't throw spaghetti on the wall and hope it sticks. It's not going to happen like that. You can't just jump on things and say, okay, this is selling well, I'm going to do this. No, you have to have a plan. You have to have a strategy. You need a long-term strategy, right? Just jumping on various things, trends and so on for different things isn't going to work. You need an actual direction that you're going in. You need a niche to be working on, right? Now, I'm going to go through very quickly exactly what you need to do if you want to make a profitable Etsy business. And I've actually got a workshop which I'm running on a regular basis, which I go into a lot of detail with this, so that you don't actually waste your time. You don't wasting it. So many people are wasting their time. And what it is when they start, they get so enthusiastic and motivated to do something because they're really excited. And the thing is, when that motivation and excitement wears off and you're not getting the sales, you start losing a bit of hope and you don't know which direction you're going in. So to have a plan in the first place, to know that no matter what, the direction is this way and that everything that I'm doing is working towards that, where you're building something, and then this is, and knowing that, verifying and validating that it does actually work, right? Not just guessing it might work and just hoping it works, but knowing that at some point it will work is the way to do this. And like I said, I go through this step by step in my workshop. But I'm going to go through this you can check out the link in my workshop below. But I'm going to go through this, this idea right now because I think it's important for you to know. So step one to actually have a profitable Etsy business is to have a niche, right? I've said it so many times. Not a general store where you're designing various things like, okay, I'm going to do blanket designs, right? One day, print on demand blankets. And then on another day, I'm going to jump onto t-shirt designs. Then another day, I'm going to do some mug wraps. And then on another listing, another day, I'm going to do some tumblers. That's not going to work. And I'll tell you a few reasons why it's not going to work. Firstly, because you're going to burn out. You're not going to, have you heard of jack of all trades and master of none? That means you'll be able to do everything badly and nothing's going to work, right? It doesn't, that's not how it is. Look, let's just talk about life, right? In life, you might have a job. It's your profession, right? Everyone's had a job before, right? In a profession. And so when you go into, let's say, I don't know, it could be nursing or being a doctor, you study that niche, that profession for years. And it's just that profession. You're not studying to be a doctor and you're not studying to be a computer scientist or an engineer. You're actually studying to do just the one thing, right? Year after year, month after month. It's just one niche, one thing, one profession, right? Hope this makes sense. And Etsy is no different. You have to stick to one niche and understand it and know it inside out. Now, look, later on, you can branch out slightly. It's possible, right? But I'll always say the best way to sell and make a profit, right, is that you need to niche down. You need to sub-niche, right? So I'll go back to being a doctor. You got doctors that are GPs, we call them in the UK, general practitioners. They know generally, right? Everything. You got consultants, right? You got people that are brain surgeons. You got people that are orthopedics, right? To do with bones. You got some people that focus on cancers. So even within being a doctor, you have to sub-niche in terms of what is your speciality, right? So let's just say that you need a speciality in your Etsy business. You need to have a store. So what I mean by that is, and like I said, I'll go through this in my workshop, because you need to start correctly. Because I'll tell you why. To start correctly, you need to do your research right. And what I'll show you is how to actually find those profitable niches to get into. This is not about what you like. This is about creating a business that is profitable, that works, that can make you cash. Now, if you love what you're doing, that's even better. So obviously, I always advise is align your passion with the money, right? Align your passion with the money. So make money, but be passionate about making that money, if that makes sense. So for example, you know, when you study at university or college and you study to be a doctor, it's because you have a passion to be a doctor, right? And obviously you want to know that it makes money, and doctors do make money, right? Yeah, the hours are crazy. That's why you want to do Etsy, so that it becomes more of a passive business, right? So the key to actually starting your Etsy store is to niche down. You don't want to do a general store, right? This is not a general thing. Specialize. Know it inside out. Because I'll tell you something else. If you do not specialize, you're not going to understand it, right? So for example, let's say you want to get into tumblers, right? Tumblers, just as an example, right? Let's say that's your overarching niche. For example, let's say tumblers. Obviously, there's hundreds of thousands of listings, right? Because within tumblers, you need to specialize. You need to get into it. Now, obviously, to make the money, you need to find what kind of tumblers are selling. But the thing is, you need to also understand how to design tumblers. You need to know about the sizing, which ones are popular kind of size of tumblers. You need to know how to create the designs. So what I'm trying to say is, within your speciality, you need to study it, right? And like I said, I'm going to equate it to, say, a doctor. Doctors study years. Now, luckily for you, you don't need to study years, but you need to study your niche. Understand it. Look at your competition. Look at what kind of profits are there. Look at how quickly you need to create your designs, because obviously you want to list up on a regular basis. So to actually have longevity in the Etsy game, you need to stick to one thing and know it inside out. I'll go back to that thing. Don't be a jack of all trades, master of none. Be a master of one, right? Be a master of one, know it inside out, and aim to be the best in it. And you will make that cash. Inevitably, it's going to come. Sooner or later, it's coming, because you're going to be working on it day in, day out. And Etsy's going to understand you, know you. The algorithm will recognize you because it knows you are that. And that's the key to success, guys. I've seen too many stores that are jumping around doing various different things. And when you look at it, it just looks like a mishmash of things. It just looks, even a customer that wants to buy something, let's say, and they buy a Tumblr design from, right? They want to come back. But when they come back, they see this general store that's got all sorts. They're not going to come back again. So what I'm trying to say is, there's so many benefits to focusing. Number one, you know it inside out. You understand the game. You learn it. You'll have that knowledge. You'll improve on it, because it's about testing, by the way. At the beginning, you're learning. So your designs are not going to be great, but you will get better over time, right? This is not a quick fix solution, guys. This is a business that you want as a long term, that you want to make money in, that you actually want to leave your job and do as for your life. So it's never going to be a quick fix. Nothing good comes quickly, right? Understand the game. Know the game. Apply the knowledge. Now, there's many parts to this. So not only do you need to go to the niche, you need to understand Etsy, right? So you've already got two things you need to understand. Not only your niche and then Etsy, because you need to know how to do your SEO, how to list properly, how to do your title, your keywords, your tags, your product description. There's so much to this. So if you jump around and start jumping around different niches, it's just going to make your life 10 times harder, and you're going to give up way, way quicker. Okay? Way, way quicker. So many of the good stores are the ones that have stuck to the niche and then sub-niche. And what I mean by sub-niche, let's say tumblers, right? You might do zodiac tumblers. You might do affirmation tumblers. You might do funny tumblers. You might do floral tumblers. You might do cartoon tumblers, 3D tumblers. There are so many sub-niches, that means little sub-niches within the tumblers, that you can get into to make money. You don't even need to branch out to other products. You don't need to. You can make a massive, fantastic business just by one, knowing it inside out, producing quality designs. Because once you start listing and knowing what you need to do, you'll know all the keywords that are working. You know those unsaturated sub-niches. You will understand the game. And that's what I will show you in the workshop. This is what we do, right? That's exactly how to start a money-making beast of a store the right way. And that's what we need to do. You need to do it the right way. And once you've established knowing what niche you go into, and knowing that it's unsaturated because it needs to be unsaturated, something that it's an entry point. You can enter the game, right? No point in going something where you can't enter the game, right? So imagine if you just did wall art, tumblers, blankets, and all sorts. It's going to be too much for you. You cannot focus enough to do that. And then it's about creating your listings, right? Your listings need to be on point, right? Look at these. These are some of the best sellers, right? And there's a reason why some of these are bestsellers. There's a reason why, you'll see on the bestsellers that the designs appeal to people. They have information on the mock-ups. These are the mock-ups, right? On the side, the images, the main image with all the different mock-ups and all the different examples of the designs. So for example, these are mock-ups with examples of the designs that you get on the side. And there is a skill to doing this properly as well. There's a skill to making sure that your title has the correct keywords on there so that the Etsy algorithm can favor you in different places on the Etsy platform. People don't look into that even. The other thing is making sure that you got the right price at the right time. Again, as a newbie, you need to price yourself correctly because that in itself can actually make or break you. There are so many parts to the Etsy business that can make or break you. If one part of the jigsaw is not there, then it's not complete and it won't sell. So making sure that you're using the correct words in your title and you're maximizing on that real estate, making sure that you've got really good unsaturated keywords mixed in with those ones that are relevant to your product. Relevancy is massive on Etsy, right? Then you're looking down and you're answering all those questions in your product description, right? Answering those questions on the product description. And you got your product description here. And you can see lots of information here, lots of good information, terms, more designs, and so on. Product description is absolutely massive and is so underrated. Then you got your Etsy tags, which are also part of this as well. Then you got your Etsy tags, which are here as well, right? Now, to be honest, to be able to help, you can't go blind with this. You also need tools to help you do this properly. And like I said, I always say you need some kind of SEO tool. I personally use EVERBEE because it works. I think it's fantastic. And it helps me find those amazing keywords. So I will show you exactly how to do this step by step in this very short workshop. But this is the best way to do it because it allows you to start the right way. It allows you to focus, allows you to stay consistent and dedicated. It allows you to learn and understand and be an expert in the actual product that you're selling and be able to produce those quality designs. And then after you've got all of that, you package it into that Etsy listing where you've got great mock-ups, which are going to stand out with some really good keywords that are unsaturated in the title that gets you up in the right places with those tags, product description to answer all the FAQs, man, and get that pricing right. So that when people come across and they see your listing, you can actually sell. And guys, this is what I'm trying to say. There's so many parts to it. If you do not get one of these right, then it will fail. So like I said, be a master of one rather than a jack of all trades, because that is the way to work on Etsy and make that amazing profit, guys. Listen, if you're interested, check the link below and I'll see you there.